And again, the next thing was our presidential candidate was demanded for by party members. That means the party itself had total confidence in the candidate, and they asked him to offer himself to run. Now the third one is the party organized itself in a way that the structures were involved in the campaigns. Every leader of the party got involved in this campaign. And so it became smooth for us to run through. And it was just a roller coaster, one after another. We're moving on so well with the campaigns, and up to where we are. We're just waiting for the declaration of our results.
Right, Honorable Tudong, when you look at this election, anything that is there for you to take home as a national resistance movement, but also the incidents that happened, you have heard of them. What do you think about them, and what do you think about this election process this time around?
Yes, unlike the past, this has been a little more smooth and peaceful with those few incidents that happened. We know as a party that we still have a lot of work to do with the young people. We still have a lot of work to do in urban areas because as you see the results that have been coming, we won everywhere in this country with the exception of a few places in the central region. Now, for some people might not be able to understand, the central region is like a magnet that has pulled people from all over Uganda, because our GDP, close to about 60% of the GDP of the country, is produced from the center here. And so this brings on board so many people who are coming to look for jobs or look for opportunities. And so the population mix in the center can blind you to think that this is a demonstration against the party or the party is not popular. But no, to us we believe these are a reflection of social pressures that these people find in the urban areas. And therefore their support to the party or lack of it are not ideological. They are just based on the social pressure and the conditions they face at a particular moment. And therefore, if we focus at fixing this, I am 100% sure that our performance will improve in these urban areas.
What is it about the national resistance message that resonated with the people, that the numbers begin to reflect that? What was that about your message?
The president is always a teacher. You know, when you're a good teacher, your teaching plans are always very clear. And when he starts to speak and you're a good student, you'll know, because he keeps reminding you of where you have come from, where you have reached, where you're going, and how you should go to where you want to go. And so he spoke about peace and security as a foundation to everything we are doing. And definitely the people of Uganda know that there is no another leader or a party that can handle the issue of peace and security better than NRM and President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Two, he spoke about development with its social and economic elements: roads, electricity, schools, health centers, water, all that, which are already there, the development infrastructures. Then now the third, he spoke about the people. We have peace and security, we have these socio-economic development infrastructures in place, but the people are not hooked to these projects. How do we get the people to benefit from these advantages that we have? And that is why I speak about household income, household poverty, making sure every household is productive, to the extent that they even went with the videos showing around who has done what in this area. Now, to me, that was the masterpiece of this campaign. Bringing the wananchi, the voter, to understand that they have a lot to play in order to fight poverty in their households. It is not only government. Government will give you the enabling environment, but you as an individual, you have a lot of work to do to fight poverty in your household. So this message went around so well, and people received them, and it became a plus for us. Yeah.
I know you must have had a really hectic schedule, but my last question to you, Right Honorable Tudong, is you are the leading party, the biggest, as you call it, the mass party. How do you galvanize this country to pull together, especially to ensure that the households you're looking at, the individuals, are got out of poverty?
We have been doing this through our preachings that focus at the mass line. The mass line means that we concentrate on things that unite the population, not things that divide the population. And all this infrastructure development we are talking about are things that unite the people, and just to empower them to be productive. Once you have what you're producing, and you know what to take to the market, your relationship with your neighbor will be product-market relationship. It's not about religion, not about tribe, but it will be about product. I produce soybeans. Somebody else is buying my soybeans. So it is in my interest that the buyer of my soybean is peaceful so that I earn. That is the kind of relationship we are preaching in Uganda. And it has worked up so well to the extent that when government was doing rationalization of agencies, I don't know whether you recall, that you could see the debate in Uganda moving sub-region by sub-region, where sub-regions are protecting products. To me, that was lovely. And I challenge my people of the north that Buganda is speaking about coffee and matoke, Toro is speaking about tea, Ankole is speaking about dairy products, Busoga is speaking about sugarcane. Uh, what are we speaking about in the north? From Teso up to West Nile, what do we have for the market? We have advantage of cereal production. We need to improve our cereal production. And so this is about leadership. What can the leaders do? Lango sub-region, for example, is like the hub of cereal processing. But what is West Nile bringing on board? What is Karamoja bringing on board? What is Teso bringing on board? Yes, fruit factory, fruit farming and all that in Teso, but we need to improve them, to boost them. And so when we start zoning this country into product lines, you'll see how beautiful Uganda will be.
Right Honorable, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure having you. That was the Right Honorable Richard Tudong, the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, especially giving his flowers on what their master plan has produced, especially with the results that are going to be announced in a few minutes by the chairperson of the Electoral Commission. In a short while, he'll be joining us here to give us the last session for tonight about the results, so we'll be leaving it to that. For now, we hand you over to the broadcast house.
Thank you so much, Timothy Nyangweso, for that update, and we hope to hear from you later in the day tomorrow, hopefully. Now, in more news, coming in from Bukedea, Becham David Okweda beats the incumbent Ikojo John Bosco with 68,103 votes in Bukedea County. Ikojo, who only managed to secure 10,458 votes, has served as a member of parliament for the last 10 years. Bukedea County had a total of 82,493 registered voters, where 81,421 were able to vote, while the rest of the votes, totaling 1,722, were rendered invalid and damaged. Here are the updates of the jubilation and an announcement of the results in Bukedea district.
In accordance with 77, subsection 1 of the parliamentary declare the total number of votes cast for all candidates is as follows. Okulu of Independent, 2,100. Ikojo John Bosco of Independent, 10,458 votes. Odege John Michael, Independent, 402 votes. Okweli Becham of NRM, 68,103 votes. Registrants of Independent, 308 votes. The total number of votes cast for all candidates are 81,400. Total number of visited votes, 1,072 votes. Total number of counted, 82,493 votes. At the time of Bukedea district, with section 77, subsection 1 of the Act, Cap 177, declare David Becham, who has obtained the largest number of votes to be the elected candidate
Bukedea is purely NRM dominated. So the competition was between an NRM. There were those who were independent, but they're also part of NRM. So that's why I was actually the point saying that the competition was between NRM, though for them they stood as independent. Me, I was holding the flag, and I had to defend the flag which was handed to me, one, by people during the NRM primaries, and then secondly, I also had to defend the president who handed me the flag on the 5th of November. I had dropped the flag, or if I had failed, it means I would have disappointed the people, primaries, and I would have disappointed the president in person, also handed me the flag. That's why the team who came to support me in the campaign, with the importance and the love of the party, that actually saw me achieve what I have today. I think because of campaigns, like I said earlier before, it's not because it's the issue about transforming ideology and also giving them the message party has been giving them before. I had to follow and I also had to follow my own manifesto. And those things are actually beyond all my other competitors, where no other person spoke about what manifesto they had. Instead, they resorted into of character assassination, which is not the principle of as a party. NRM as a party is a uniting force, development. They believe in so many other things, and unity, the things which the party is actually standing in. So that to achieve what I have gained, mode of transforming with the services, not just with the excitement.
Yes. Yes, as you've heard, the vibe which is behind me here hyped, but I want to tell you that Honorable Becha Mokware won with 1,000 votes, which is a big margin. So I wonder, Mama, how does it feel to have your candidate win? No, the Okos candidate MP Bukedea County Yalamaite Nyasi Ibala Sobe Bukedea Keda NRM Egogodi Langi Yijimi NRM Unwa Anejai Ebicham Okwere David Angeda Botini Pu Otomo Bukedea District Nyasi Kuju. So basically Haja that NRM is very sweet and they feel like carrying Honorable Okware. So I'm one of the campaign managers. Yes, how does it feel to have a win? My dear, even speak. I am overwhelmed with happiness. We have walked this and we shall continue walking with him. We are very excited as we and we are happy. We want to thank Right Honorable Speaker and Papa for really giving our candidate a flag. And therefore, we are going and we shall continue guiding our candidate to make sure he fulfills the manifesto. Thank you very much. And your name, and this is one of the elders we have. Tell us, how does it feel to live in a time where politics is changing?
Laboratory Margaret are my names, and I have been in this from 1997 up to today. I feel very, very excited and happy. I have been foundation for Bishop, Vice Chairperson, Motors, and now I'm very happy that is there. And I predicted comment direct. So let me hear the mood. How does it feel? Yes, as you've heard, these are the people who are behind Okware, and I'm here right in Bukedea district, and this is a honorable for Bukedea. Thank you so much for watching UBC. We shall be bringing you more updates. My name is Jamila, Olia District.
And of course, congratulations to the Honorable Okware, and of course, thank you, Jamila, for giving us those updates from Bukedea. Bukedea is also the home district of the Honorable Annette Antamong, the Speaker of Parliament, the Speaker of the Parliament of the Republic of Uganda. Well, now we're going to be switching you off to Adjumani, Moyo, and Obongi updates with our reporter on standby, Amanyala Allen. He's reporting and he's going to be giving us what's fresh from these three locations. Alan, how are you, and what's it looking like in Adjumani?
Good evening, Wadul, Mark Arnold, and good evening to all our viewers. We are coming to you live from Adjumani, and of course, it has been a very hectic day here in Adjumani. Since last evening, we've been doing tallying center. We've been at the tallying center, and of course, the whole day we've been at the tallying center right here in Adjumani. Now, Adjumani election is interesting. What will mark and our viewers, of course, Adjumani has two constituencies. Adjumani has the Adjumani East constituency. And of course, in Adjumani East constituency, we have Honorable Mamawi James and Honorable Dulumak Enzo and Honorable Echima Pascal. But of course, from the information that we got from the final tallying, Honorable Mamawi James, who is incumbent, by the way, and of course, he stood as an independent, and of course, battling it together with the NRM flag bearer, that is Honorable Dulumak, who actually carried the flag of that is for the National Resistance Movement. But unfortunately, he lost because Honorable Mamawi felt that he was cheated during NRM primary. So this time around, he managed to claim the victory. He scored 18,149 votes, and then Dulumak managed to get 14,000, that is 682, and then Etima managed to get that is 317. But of course, also for women member of parliament, we have that is Honorable Jessica Ababiku, who is the woman member of parliament. She is the incumbent and she is the one carrying the flag of National Resistance Movement. But of course, she also managed to win the vote, and of course, by that is the 35,773 votes, and of course, her closest contest was Raleo Rose, who also managed to get 22,111 votes. Of course, there are three in the race. There is a lady by the name called Vusia Lina Pangi. She managed to get 877. Now, another interesting one, that is the side of the West, that is the Juban West constituency. We have 4 people who have been battling, including that is Honorable General Moses Ali, and together with Honorable Tadrupase. But of course, General Moses Ali is an incumbent member of parliament for Ajiman West constituency, and he is the one who carried the flag of National Resistance Movement. And of course, he won the election by, he scored 12,844 45 votes, and of course his closest contest is Honorable Tadrupasi Patrick, who is a flag bearer for Forum for Democratic Change, who actually scored around 11,770, and then Dragagas came third by he scored around 522, and then Ijo Stephen, who is carrying the flag of Noop, managed to score 294. So that is the result. That is here in Adjumani. So Honorable General Moses Ali has retained his seat, and of course, after the release of the result, we did speak to Honorable Tadrupasi, who is the flag bearer for Forum for Democratic Change. He said yes, he has accepted, but he cautioned that the people of Adjumani made a great mistake. Of course, we know Honorable Moses Ali right now, because of the condition, Tadrupasi is saying that they are going to really see that, of course, Uganda, especially the people in Adjumani West Constitution, should prepare. Now, moving to Obongi. Obongi is also another interesting rally in this particular election period. We've seen Honorable Caps Fungaro, FDC strongman, has managed to come back after winning that election from the other side. He got 8,503. That is defeating the NRM flag bearer, Dr. George Gidi Boka, who managed to get 7,607. And for the woman member of parliament, Maneno Zumra, who carried the flag of National Resistance Movement, was also voted out by Joyo Harriet, who managed to get, that is 9,403. Then Maneno got 6,790 votes. That is for Obongi. So on Obongi, NRM has officially been voted out. Honorable Fungaro is carrying the flag of that is Forum for Democratic Change, and then also this lady Harriet, she stood as independent after she has been defeated by Maneno Zumura in NRM primaries. That aside, let's move briefly to Moyo district. In the Moyo district, the race is also interesting. We have seen that Honorable Tom Aza Aleru has maintained his seat. He is the incumbent and is the one who carried the flag of National Resistance Movement, and he managed to get 17,170 votes. And then his closest contestant, that is Dr. Lagu Charles. Of course, he managed to get 11,080 votes, and then followed by Anyama Gilbert, who managed to get 931 votes. And then the last one is Wio Temaya Lilian, who also competed for that particular race, and of course he got 551 votes. Now, that aside, of course, let's go to woman member of parliament. Of course, you must be aware how honorable, that is Dr. Moriko Joyce Kaduchu, who is in campaign, but of course she has been voted out during NRM primary, and again also she decided to go to stand as an independent, and of course in this general election she has also been voted, and of course Chandia Benedict is the one who actually managed to go through, and of course she is the flag bearer for National Resistance Movement, and of course she got 15,398 votes. And then the Honorable Minister, that is Moriko Joyce Kaduchu, managed to get 14,488. So, Wadul Mark, that is what is happening here in Madisab region, and of course, Jumane has got its result released at around 8:20 this evening, and of course, we have been struggling to see that we actually, also join the rest of the country to submit in our report concerning this particular race.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Amanyala, Alan from Germany, for those updates in Germany, Moyo, and Obongi. Thank you so much. We really do think that. So, what's left now? What's left to be? What next in all these three districts?
Well, Madisab region is a unique region because of Madisab region people have always been voting NRM. When you check at the history of National Resistance Movement throughout, for example, let me give you the statistics of Germany. In the previous election, of course, people of Germany decided to score. They voted for His Excellency Kaguta Museveni. That is, in terms of percentage, 75.6. But this time around, it has increased. It has increased to 81.6, and of course the same to Moyo, the same areas. But I think also the Ugandans, especially this part of Madisab region, have understood the gospel that NRM is preaching, and that's why they are giving them that particular thing. But particularly for the people of Juman East constituency, they feel they need to pay a respect to Honorable General Moses Ali for the contribution that he has rendered to help the people in this particular region.
All right. Thank you so much, Amanyala Allen. That gives us a very good picture of what's happening in those three districts. We really do look forward for more updates from you. We really hope that you are on standby when we need you.
All right, thank you. Have a good evening and good night as well.
All right, good night. You're still watching the UG Polls 2026 here live on UBC TV and Star TV, Rail, and I cannot say much. I think that also Magic, I'm informed that we're also streaming live on Magic. I'm also informing you that any minute from now we shall be transferring you to the National Tally Center for the fourth session of the day, where the other set of results shall be coming in. But right now, before we get there, let's refresh your minds on where we are right now. Maureen, 69.9%.
Those reports. I'd like to just jog the memory of our viewer concerning the National Polling Station summary, which constitutes 69.9%, which is also 35,491 polling stations returned out of 50,739 polling stations as per 6 p.m. 16th January 2026 results declared by the Electoral Commission. Now, the current voters' turnout is at 8,216,341 cast ballots, also 37.9%. And our candidate leading the race now is incumbent Yoweri Museveni of the National Resistance Movement with 6,003,657 votes, also 74.92%. Coming in second place is Robert Sentamucha Gulanyi of the NUP with 1,709,474 votes, also 21.33%. Nandala Nathan Mafabi also coming in with 157,111 votes, also 1.96%. Mugisha Muntu of the ANT with 44,367 votes, also 0.55%. Mubarak Munyagwa of the CMP Common Man's Party coming in with 22,232 votes, also 0.28%. Robert Kasibante of the NPP coming in with 24,564 votes, also 0.31%. Joseph Mabirizi of the Common Man's Party coming in with 16,813 votes, also 0.21%. And lastly, Frank Bulida of the RPP Party coming in with 35,315 votes, also 0.44%. As we see the pie chart here, with the NRM taking the lion's share, followed by the NUP with 21.33%. Now, we'd like to bid you good night.
Yeah.
And thank you for being with us. We're so privileged to serve our country as it writes its history. My name is Maureen Babidia with my colleague.
Well, before we go, Maureen, I want to know something. By the 15th of January 2026, how old were you?
15th January 2026?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Do you want me to say my age on the air?
Yes, I want to know how old you are. How old?
Crazy.
Okay, were you above the 18 years?
Crazy business.
Okay. So did you vote? Let me make it simple. Did you vote?
No, I was actually working.
You were working?
Yes.
All right. Okay. Interesting. My name is Wadulo Arnold Mark, ladies and gentlemen, and she's Maureen Babidie from the team. Allow us say good night, and this has been the UG Polls 2026.
You're welcome, Lord Chairperson of the Commission and the Commission. Please, you may have your seats. Everybody, please have your seats. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, the heads of delegations that are here, the representatives and agents of presidential candidates, representatives of political parties, heads of missions that are observing these elections, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Chairperson of the Electoral Commission, you're welcome, and I would like to take this opportunity to hand over to you to address the nation, which is waiting for the message of the Commission this evening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, and good evening, our distinguished guests who are here, and the fellow Ugandans who are watching us on the various TV channels. We are here once again to update you on the current status regarding the provisional results of the presidential elections that took place yesterday. Now, this session is the 5th we are making since yesterday in releasing the provisional results. Registered voters remain 21,649,067. The total number of polling stations, 50,739. Total number of polling stations from which the results have been received so far are 41,177, constituting 81.15% of the total polling stations. The performance per candidate so far is as follows. Bulira Frank Kavinga, 39,488 votes, representing 0.42 of the valid votes cast for the candidates. Kasivante Robert, 28,080, representing 0.30 of valid votes cast. Kyagulanyi Sentamu Robert, 2,105,921, representing 22.66% of the valid votes cast. Mabirizi Joseph, 18,847, representing 0.20% of the valid votes cast. Mugisha Gregory Muntu Oyera, 49,259 votes, representing 0.53% of the valid votes cast for the candidates. Munyagwa Mubarak Serunga, 25,480 votes, representing 0.27% of the valid votes cast. Nandala Mafwabi James Nathan, 175,331, representing 1.89% of the valid votes cast. Yoweri Tuhaburwa Kaguta Museveni, 6,851,406, representing 73.72% of the valid votes cast. Total number of valid votes for all candidates, 9,293,812. Invalid votes, 230,897, representing 2.42% of the total votes cast. Total votes altogether, 9,524,709, which is 44.00% of the registered voters. Spoiled votes, 32,760. So that is the position as of now. The next release or update will be tomorrow at 9 a.m. However, we are going again to screen the details of the summary of the summary of what I have been reading to you on our screen so that the members can internalize where we are deriving these summaries or these figures from. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your patience, your cooperation, and for the keen interest you have exhibited in getting to know what is unfolding in the results arising out of yesterday's elections. We shall continue to update you until we reach the final tally, which should be tomorrow before 5 o'clock. I thank you and I wish you a blessed night. See you tomorrow, God willing.
Ate ogenda watuula. Karim. And
thank you very much and good night.
Okay, we are coming to the end of today's broadcast, and we are closing with another update that we have just received from the Electoral Commission chairman and the whole commission, where he has shared another update of the results as they are coming in, flowing in from the polling station up country now. And from there we have received, so far we have now received 41,177 polling station, which is 81.15% of the total polling station. Remember, the polling stations in general are 57,000. Yes. So, from those, Bulida Frank has 39,488 votes. That is 0.42%. Kasimante has 28,080 votes. That's 0.03%. Chagulanyi Robert Sentamu has 2,105,921 votes, which is 22.66%. Mabilis has 18,847, which is 0.20%. Muntu, General Muntu, has 49,259 votes, which is 0.53%. Munyagwa Mubaraka Serunga has 25,480 votes, which is 0.27%. And Nandala Mafabi has 175,331 votes, which is 1.89% of the vote. And Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of the NRM has 6,851,406 votes, which is 73.72%. And all that is of the 9,293,812 votes cast, the valid votes cast. Yes. Mu Luganda ku Star.
Before the good night, please, there is dinner. If you have not eaten,
Gwe atulaba ku Star TV. Tufunye obululu obusembayo nga buno buwezezza polling stations emitwalo 4,177 nga bye bitundu 81 n'obutundutundu 15 ku polling stations emitwalo 5,700 nga bwe ziri awamu twakafunako ebitundu 81 kakati ku bululu obwo bwakaveeyo Frank Bulira alinako emitwalo 3,488 bwe butundutundutundu 42 Kasibante alina emitwalo 28 n'obululu 8 bwe butundutundutundu 3 Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert wa NUP alina million 2 n'emitwalo 10,521 bwe butundutundu 22 n'obutundutundutundu 66 Mabirizi alina omutwalo 18 ne emitwalo 18,887 bwe butundutundutundu 2 ate General Mundu alina emitwalo 49 mu 259 bwe butundutundutundu 53 Munyago Mbaraka Serunga alina obululu emitwalo 2 n'ekitundu mu 48 bwe butundutundutundu 27 Songa Nandala Mafabi wa FDC alina emitwalo 17,015 mu 331 ke katundu kamu n'obutundutundu 89 Yoweri Museveni wa NRM alina obukadde 6 obululu obukadde 6 mu emitwalo 85 mu 1,000 mu 406 bwe butundutundu 73 n'obutundutundutundu 72 mu 2 obululu bwonna omugatte obubaliddwa nga bulamu buli obukadde 9 n'emitwalo 29 mu 3,812 bano kwe bafunye bonna buno obwayononese buli emitwalo 23 mu 897 songa obululu bwonna awamu ng'ogasa obwononese ne bano bwe bafunye buli obukadde 9 mu emitwalo 5,214 mu 709 kakati bonna bwe batwe bayimiridde wetwogerera tugenda kuddamu okufuna okumanyisibwa obulala obunababuze enkya ku ssaawa 3 ez'okumakya bwekito bwe kiyimidde tukwebaza okubeera nti obadde ogoberera so another update will come in early morning tomorrow at 9 a.m. just keep it UBC TV Star TV to have the update. We thank you so much for having been with us, the interviews we had, the whole coverage that as it has gone today and all the other 2 days when we started. Thank you so much. My name is Michael Jordan Lukomo. On behalf of the whole team here, we wish you the best of the night. Let's catch you tomorrow as we continue with the update. We expect the final result and the announcement of the winner, presidential, tomorrow here still at the National Tally Center, Lubowa, Machindi Sabagabo, Wakiso District. Thank you so much for watching. Good night and back to Broadcast House.
I call upon all Ugandans to ensure that
29 hours after the polls closed, the picture is starting to take shape, but the final verdict is pending. Now, preliminary results are showing President Museveni at the top and taking lead at about 74%, while the Electoral Commission is waiting to announce or declare